Hello everyone. This is going to be a very quick lesson. We're just going to make a few tiny edits related to the blog section. Let's dive right in. So I'm on the home page of our website, and in our previous lesson, we wrote code to pull in dynamic content here, the two most recent posts, but we forgot to update this button that reads View All Blog Posts. When someone clicks on this link or button, it should take them to the /blog page. But at the moment, if I click that link, it just takes me to the top of the page because its href value is just a placeholder hashtag. So let's fix this link right now. In the text editor, let's jump into frontpage.php and let's scroll down until we see that blog area. So here's the PHP we wrote in our previous lesson. So just right below that, here is that button or link that reads View All Blog Posts. So let's just adjust the href, delete the placeholder hashtag, and instead drop into PHP and then echo out the results of a function named site URL. Now without any arguments, this function will return an absolute URL to the root of our domain. But if we include an argument, we can say /blog. And the function will just append that to the end of the root of our domain. So we can save that and then refresh. And now when I click on this button, perfect, takes us to the blog page. Now let's change gears. The only other edit I want to make in this lesson has to do with the blog link up in our header navigation, right? Because if I go back to the home page and then if I try to click on that blog link, it doesn't work. So to fix that, let's jump into our text editor and open up our header.php file. So here I see a nav element, that is the header navigation, and here's the list item and link for blog. So let's just update the href value. Instead of a hard-coded hashtag, you could just copy and paste what we wrote just a moment ago, but it's almost just as quick to type it out. So echo out the results of site URL. And we don't just want the root of our domain, we want to add on /blog. Cool. So if I save that, refresh, now I can use that link up in the header to visit the blog section. However, our work is not complete yet, because remember, we want our header navigation to show you which page you are currently on, right? If I click on About Us, notice that it stays lit up as a subtle yellow color to indicate that that's where you are. So we would want the same thing to happen with the blog link. Once you click on blog, that link should stay lit up as yellow as long as you are viewing the generic blog listing or an individual blog post or an author archive or a category archive. So back in our text editor, remember to make that happen for the About Us link, we just wrote an if statement to say that if the page you're currently on is About Us, or if the current page has a parent of About Us, then echo out a little bit of HTML that assigns this class, and that will make the link turn yellow. So we just want to do something similar for this blog list item. So within this opening li tag, after the I and before the greater than symbol, let's drop into PHP, and let's say only if, and then what is our condition going to be? Well, there's lots of different ways we could do this. We could say if is home, and that will evaluate to true when you are on the generic blog listing homepage screen. However, that function will return false if you're on an individual blog post or a category archive screen. Is home just by itself will not do the trick. We could try is single, and that will evaluate to true on individual post screens, or we could try is archive for the author and category archive screens. Now you could use all of those different functions, but let me show you a neat way of covering all of our bases with just one condition check. Let's say if get post type, it's a function, so give it its own parentheses, if that equals post. So out of the box, WordPress comes with posts and pages. Now a page is really just a post that has a post type that equals page. And a traditional blog post obviously has a post type of post. Later on in the course, we will learn how to create our own custom post types for things like events and programs and professors and campuses. But for now, this will do the trick. Because as long as the current URL and default query has to do with post type of post, well, that obviously means it's related to our blog. Okay, so if this is true, right after these parentheses, if that condition is true, we just want to echo out a bit of HTML. So single quotes, and then let's say class equals, and then double quotes. And I don't expect you to memorize the class name, but we can see it up here. So this will apply the CSS that makes the link yellow. So it's current menu item, current menu item. Okay, and if I save that, let's test it out. Cool, so it's a subtle yellow, but you can see it lights up while I'm on an individual post screen. And I can go to an author archive or category archive and it stays lit up. Or I can even go to the main blog homepage here. And that's actually going to bring this lesson to a close. In our next lesson, we're going to take a quick break from coding out our theme and instead learn how to upgrade our workflow. We will set things up so that anytime we save a change to any PHP, CSS, or JavaScript file in our theme folder, our web browser will automatically refresh for us. It may sound like a little thing, but trust me, it will save us tons of time in the long run. And once we finish up that workflow upgrade, if we look even further ahead into the course, we're going to be diving into custom post types. So that way we're not limited to only posts and pages. We can create custom post types named events and programs and professors and campuses. And this is where things will really start to pick up and feel powerful and like we're moving beyond the basics. It should be a ton of fun. Let's keep things rolling, and I will see you then.